Hello everyone, my name is Chrisellaneous, as you can see. Welcome to Spooktober with Chrisellaneous, day number 2. Today we're going to be starting a series that I've been wanting to play on my channel for a very long time, but I felt I could never really do it justice. I've developed a little bit as a content creator, and I'm having more fun playing games, a little bit able to lean into them more. This is going to be a visual novel game, so I hope you guys enjoy that style. It's kind of different from the other things I do on my channel or over on Twitch, which if you don't know, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/Chrisellaneous, always be plugging. Shout out to Jarvis Johnson for stealing his bit. But it's a visual novel game, and I wanted to sit down and tell you guys about it before we jumped into it. Also, friendly reminder, if you've been watching these videos, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe, leave a comment down below, but try not to spoil the game, because there will be people who may want to watch the whole series, may want to see what happens and then experience it for themselves. But this game, it's pretty deep. It has some really great storytelling, in my opinion. I have seen it played through about 4 or 5 different times. There's multiple endings. And you get really attached to these characters, and I don't want to spoil anything. But with that being said, let's take a look here. I do want to give a trigger warning for anybody who is sensitive to certain subject matter. The game itself gives us a warning saying that kids or people who are easily disturbed should not play this game, as well as individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. If you want to see a full content warning, you can go to ddlc.moe/warning.html. I'm not going to go there for the sake of my video, but I do want to let you guys know if you're somebody who suffers with depression or, those kind of tendencies. This game may be a little bit triggering in some regards. So be cautious, be warned, watch at your own, your own, whatever. I just want to make sure that was clear before we started going into the game. These characters are fantastic. They're really well made. I just love this game. Now, I was first introduced to this game through the Game Grumps. They played it, and they're epic YouTubers, content creators. They play a lot of different games. I draw a lot of inspiration as a content creator from them, Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, many others. But I've watched so many people play this game, and it's finally time for me to play the game. So let's switch back and actually start it. Again, be advised that it can be addressing some sensitive topics. By playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you are at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Ooh boy, you know we're jumping in for it when we see that. Also, be advised, since it is a visual novel, there is not voice acting, so I'm going to be reading all the parts there. I may try to do some voice acting, but I'm not a voice actor, alright? I don't want to hear shit about voice acting. But I am going to try to keep it as entertaining for you all as possible. G Fuel. I agree. I am older than 25, or no, I am 25. I'm older than 13 years old. This game is by Team Salvato, and I'm bopping with this music. I'm so here for it. I'm so ready to play this game. Sorry about that. So, it's funny, you get this lovely little greeting screen, you get this boppy music and everything after all the warnings we just went through. Okay, what are we gonna be named? We're gonna name it Spookaleneous. Spookalenio! But yeah, so for October, we're gonna be playing a different scary game every day of the month. So there's gonna be an excessive amount of content coming at you from my channel. Just know that the editing might not be as in-depth as it usually is, but I'm trying really hard to maintain that same level of quality while still providing you a larger quantity of scary and horror games for the month of October in celebration of Halloween, all spookies leave. I know this game may not seem like it fits that bill right now, but trust me, it gets there, alright? It gets there. Okay, this is where my voice acting is gonna make or break the playthrough. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ha ha! I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Ah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Spookalenio. Spookalenio, stop! You're picking on me! Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want to think that... for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. I don't want to be seen dating you. Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. I am gonna turn that down that second. By the way, Spookalenio, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. Clubs are for hosers. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Oh my god, this guy. Let's just take a second and look how well made these characters are. Like, there's a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail in the character. I want to see how much this game was, because I bought it a while ago. Oh, wow! So this game is actually free. What do you know? Which kind of makes it more, that's what I'm saying, like, when you get a free game, you kind of expect certain things to be not fully built out, or the focus to be on certain elements or assets of the game. But overall, I mean, the background looks great here. It doesn't change too much. The characters are really well designed. And the audio is just slapping. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Come watch some anime. Uh-huh. I was talking
about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET.
A NEET? What is a NEET? I know I've known in the past. What is a NEET? So NEET stands for, let's see. So a NEET is a term used in the field of education. The acronym stands for Not in Education, Employment, or Training, but young people have started to use it as a term for bums, layabouts with no future. So I guess she's calling me a layabout with no future. Neat!
Because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I knew it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. Clubs! They've got all kinds of clubs, every kind of club. We've got small clubs, we've got short clubs, we've got wooden clubs, we've got metal clubs, anything for beating the life out of your opponents and enemies. Clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. I guess I had the wrong idea of what kind of club they were talking about.
Hello?
Oh. Sayori? Sayori must have come into the class while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know...
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori. God damn it. The voice acting.
Yeah?
There is no way in hell I'm going to your club.
Ah! Meanie?
Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep, Sayori. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's as cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Yes, let's go.
So this is where it's going to get harder. I'm going to have multiple characters to voice act. I don't remember the voices. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for cupcakes. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Also, the audio stopped. There's no music right now, so maybe some shit's gonna happen. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Different bop.
Everyone! The new member is here! Yay! Clap! Yeah, hooray!
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay, what voice do we give Yuri? I'm getting distracted by the music. I need a voice for Yuri and one that I can maintain, which is already super difficult.
Well, welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Mommy! The queen. Magnifico. My favorite character. Girl 3.
Ah, Spooktober, what a nice
Surprise! Welcome to the club. All words escaped me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. He like goes Super Saiyan. Cute girls.
What are you looking at?
If you want to say something, say it. Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear. Oh, I'm sorry.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Fuck yeah, I know Monica. I love Monica. She's the bomb, dog. The bomb.com, dog. Everybody applaud for Monica. Yeah. Sorry, she's my favorite character.
That's right. It's great to see you again, Spooktober.
Monica smiles sweetly. Ooh. I don't have a ooh sound effect. That's alright. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, gorgeous, wonderful, amazing, talented. Oh my god, I'm getting carried away. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica?
Come sit down, Spooktober. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Goddamn, Natsuki.
Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Y'all, you already know who I'm picking to sit next to, if it gives me the option. Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. God dang it! Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
This is Sayori. She's just like, ooh, ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. It's a shame we don't get an animation for that. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know.
Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. And I'm sorry if my Sayori voice is too loud or my Natsuki voice is too loud. They are kind of the same voice, but Sayori is like a high energy, really giddy person, and then Natsuki is like a very like high energy, aggressive person. Like when she talks, it's typically like, you know what? Or some shit. So I apologize, but that's just me attempting to be true to the character as best I can. I'm not a voice actor, like I said. But maybe... There. Move the microphone away a little bit. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. She did. They said so. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Well, maybe. But not for you. You know, you, dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yori returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. She's like, ooh. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading may not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. Stop, Monica. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, It's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is a really great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all of the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate.
God.
Right, everyone? Yeah! We'll do our best. You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find those three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Spooktober, what kind of things do you like to read?
Okay, I think I found Yuri's voice. Excuse me. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Ooh. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Ooh, baby. Oh, poor girl, poor girl. Such a bop. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. She's like, here's the mother flippin' tea.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things.
Stories with
deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I feel like I'm being personally attacked. Yuri.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down.
Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh! I hate horror!
Oh? Why's that? Well, I just... Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right! You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Duh!
And give that back! Bitch! She just fucking like decks her.
How dare you steal my piece of paper! You think you're the club leader? Fuck that!
Like, and they just throw down. That's fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I'm not cute!
She's all angry. Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No!
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. So, let's take a second here. The dialogue in this game, is very important to pay attention to. And I mean that because later on we have to do something that involves knowing the characters, their style, and believe me, you'll follow the story a lot better if you take in what these characters are saying and their opinions on writing, poetry, reading, those different things. It will, I don't want to say it directly impacts how the game ends or develops, but it really, if you follow what they're saying early on, the dialogue, it really completes the picture. I've gotten to know it very well because I have seen this game played through 4 or 5 times. I don't know what choices impact. I don't know how to manipulate the choices for an ending I like, but I know the possibilities of what happens. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yori? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone. ...
Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other.
That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Spooktober?
Monica smiles warmingly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. This club is full of really awesome, attractive girls. Super sad. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, oh no, look at Monika's face. Poor baby. I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stared back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, Monica, no, Sag. But... I'm sorry, I thought...
Spooktober.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lit up.
Hooray! Yay! Spooktober.
Wait, that's the wrong one.
Spooktober. Yay! Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would have been super pissed. Then that makes it official.
Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Spooktober, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, don't worry about it. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey,
Spooktober, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yeah, walking.
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 4 girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Foreshadowing, perhaps? Alright! I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. So now we're in a different mechanic of the game where we get to write a poem. And each of those little avatars down below me, if you look below them, you'll see my Twitch handle, twitch.tv/Chrisellaneous. If you made it this far, make sure you go follow me there. But each of those will react when you choose a word or phrase that they enjoy, that relates to them, essentially. So we're not actually writing a poem, but we're using words in... we're selecting words in our poem, and how we do that kind of picks what happens next, depending on how favorable it is with whatever character. So I just saved. I think what I would like to do is get to know Natsuki. And she's really cutesy, right? Like cupcakes and animals. So we'll pick cute. Not lucky. Bubbles. Oh, kawaii. Electricity, what? Childhood massacre? What the fuck? Silly. Aw, damn it. Vanilla anime. Let's watch some anime. Peaceful, grief. Boop. Meager kiss, nightgown, vertigo, pink, headphones, Pink. Disown? What are these words that are being mixed in? Oh my god. Okay, unending, shiny. Ooh, shiny. Spinning, unstable, cheeks, marshmallow. Hair, cage, vacation, hop, bliss, vivacious. Sparkle. Aw, man. Doki Doki. Oh, Doki Doki is her. Wow. Disarray. Despise. Determination. Email. Oh no, Fireflies is Sayori. Rainbow. Oh my god, Sayori, stop! Sugar. Spice. And everything nice. These are the ingredients used to create the 3 perfect girls. Okay. Fluffy. Lollipop. Sweet. Oh no! Dance, death. Dance. Giggle. Puppy. Parfait. We're going to play a little bit of this part, and then we're going to wrap it up, just to put it in perspective.
Hi again, Spooktober. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
I have to remember the voices. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Oh, wait.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Spooktober. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
I thought she was going to say yesterday.
This year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out, or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in her club room.
Monica! She's so mad. Natsuki finds herself stuck between Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat.
Don't worry, guys. Spooktober always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that is because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous.
Bah, 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 bah. Just kidding.
How come you and Spooktober can become good friends too?
Sayori.
Hmm?
As usual, Sayori becomes oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into.
Oh! Yuri, you even brought in something today, you know? Wait, Sayori.
Eh? Me?
Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking.
I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here.
Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book.
I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted.
how is this girl accidentally being so freaking cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Alright. And with that being said, guys, we're going to end it here. That was day 2 of Spooktober with Chrisellaneous. So if you guys did like this video, we're going to be playing more of this series throughout the month of October. The goal is to get all the way through to the first ending sometime before. We're going to be playing lots of different games this month, but I think for the next couple days we're going to focus on this game. Let me know down in the comments below if you're okay with the voice acting. If you don't like it, please be nice, because I'm trying to keep it entertaining and give these characters different fields of depth that the creators actually kind of portray for them. So I appreciate you watching this far. I know it hasn't gotten to the spoopy points yet, but we'll get there. Don't you worry about it. And on the next episode, we should be presenting our poem for the girls to read and reading theirs as well. So look forward to that, and I'll see you tomorrow.